Let's talk about dogs. If you've ever taken your dog to the Minnehaha Off-Leash Dog Park, this story will get your attention because a growing number of Minneapolis Park Board Commissioners are backing a plan to close that park, saying the land is sacred to the Dakota people. Here's Heidi on what could happen next.
For dogs and their owners, the Minnehaha Off-Leash Dog Park is a popular spot along the Mississippi River, but there are questions about the land.
The Park Board has learned through studies as well as interviews with indigenous historians and other members of the community that the area around Minneapolis or Coldwater Spring is considered a sacred site to the Dakota people.
Minneapolis Parks and Recreation Board Commissioner Jason Garcia says they learned the area is of significant cultural and archaeological importance. Advocates say it's a burial site. An assessment was also done last summer, but Garcia says those findings are classified under a state law.
It didn't feel right to continue to use it as an off-leash dog park.
Commissioner Garcia is introducing a resolution to begin the process of decommissioning the off-leash dog park.
Having access to a large free-range dog park, super great. Like, she loves being off leash and kind of just running around.
But Eric Carbonell says if it shuts down, there are plenty of other off-leash parks.
So if they have to remove one to honor cultural or spiritual significance, that's fine.
I understand they want to keep the dogs off the bluffs. I am all for that. I used to go up there occasionally with my dogs. I don't anymore since I heard about that.
Mark Mendel comes here every day with his dog, Zorro.
And this is a sacred space to a large, diverse community. I was all for putting up a fence to block off the bluff, but I understand some of the Native American community object to that. I'm respectful of their views, but bigger signs, be respectful, keep your dogs off the bluff. I think that would do it.
The advisory council and the tribes have said that's your boundary, that's not our boundary of where the sacred site, ends, where the National Park Service land is.
Maggie Lorenz serves on the Park Board's Native American Advisory Council.
For Native people, it's never been an appropriate use, and that's something that we would have wanted to ever see at that location. These places are like our church almost, or like our graveyards or cemeteries. We just want them to be treated with the respect that other places are treated for people that go and pray and go and visit their deceased relatives. That's all we're looking for.
We wanted to make sure that we were trying to combat the systemic removal of Dakota people from their lands, particularly these sacred sites.
Tomorrow, Commissioner Garcia will introduce the resolution to the board's planning committee. If it passes, it will be heard by the full board. And if decommissioned, the area would remain parkland and available to visitors, but not as an off-leash recreation area. Garcia said they would also look at other areas nearby that could work as off-leash dog parks, Jana.
Yeah, that last question is the only one I had. Is there more space available for somewhere else completely?
Yeah, and Jason said it could be maybe two sites. They'll have to look at different options.
Makes sense. Thank you so much, Heidi. We'll be right back.